What's going on, everybody? Live Farmer 73 here. Guava. Lemonade and a clean front porch. Mm. It's good to see you. Hey, need to know how you doing. I am Janet Alexis, Chef Shantae. How you doing? Lisa Washington. How you doing, Kia? Big Bad Bo. Journey Under the Sun. Mr. Rose. Adric. Yeah. Nay, how you doing? Wells 803 Gardening. Miss Shorty. Golden Butterfly. Kim. Michael Palmer. What's going on, brother? Michael Palmer. Wish you was there, bro. Wish you was there. I had to get my words together. TLC in the garden. What's up, my sister Elizabeth? Today is no subject matter in particular. I just wanted to um, okay. Let me see. Say my garden is beautiful this year. That is good, cause you know what, my family was here and opened up my garden. My seeds are right in here, and I need to be out there working. Hey, Allie and Danny, how you doing? Carol Brooks, Dee Dee says, I just harvested some tomatoes off my plant today. I can't explain to you how happy I am now and how good they taste. Michael Palmer, whoa, bro. Whoa, whoa. That's all I can say is whoa. What's up, off-grid gardener? How you doing? I One of the reasons I'm coming on today. How you doing, Tommy? Uh, Carolyn. Let me see who else we got. Hershey. Okay. I'm Janet Alexis. Say my garden is growing great. I have garlic, onions planted around the vegetables. Okay. And for barbecue, what's going on? The faithful. Uh, what is that about? The faithful sower. How you doing? All right, y'all. I'm gonna just give you a quick peek at the garden. I don't know if I showed it to you yet. This weekend, so much was accomplished this weekend. So much. I got tomatoes. I, I've harvested some bell peppers. I need to go harvest another bell pepper. I got tomatoes I'm going to harvest probably in a couple of days. Um, Planted some sweet potatoes, but now I'm about to put down some okra, some corn. I can't get enough tomatoes, so I'm gonna plant as many tomatoes as I can. And I'm going to throw. I've already been eating, uh, not honeydew, but cantaloupe. And every cantaloupe, I've been scooping out the middle and throwing them in my garden. I don't even care where they go. Uh, Dave Busby, what's going on, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. And I hope they grow. I hope the cantaloupes grow and go crazy. Cause this ain't a serious garden right now. I just want some stuff to be growing so I can eat. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I haven't went live because I've been so busy and spending time with my family. Oh my God. If y'all saw what they helped me do, I know it don't mean nothing to you. But you know something? What's the best tasting tomato? The one you grew yourself. My family helped open up my garden. I situated it. Y'all saw me how I situated the raised beds. And my cousin Doug just came over and just took over and just tilled the garden for me. They finished busting it up for me. Let me tell y'all something. I got this idea. I had this idea and it worked. I wanted to build a pig pen. Say, Eileen says, I know how you feel. My son is all in now. Amen to that. I wanted to build a pig pen, and I've been doing a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And what I realized was I'm just making it entirely too difficult. I'm overthinking it. I was overthinking it. And honestly, I see how much I was overthinking it now. So my cousins got here, my family got here, and I wish I could grab it, but I put it away. It's this wire, the electrical wire. I was so intimidated by it. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I've never kept pigs before. I've never had pigs before. You understand? But I knew I didn't want to do it wrong. I didn't want to half-ass anything. So I set up this pig pen and it worked. I ran that electrical wire and I was so intimidated by it that I never even took it out of the pack, right? I never even took it out of the pack. I finally took it out of the packaging and realized how flexible it is. Then I felt so much better. But I wouldn't have done that if my family didn't say, let's get that pig pen together. Trish, my cousin Trish. Led, you said we was getting the pig pen together. Let's get the pig pen together. And I was doing a bunch of stuttering and bibbity bobbity boobity, and next thing you know, she was like, let's go. My cousin Paula, they was like, hey, let's weed whack these weeds down a little bit while we mess with this electricity. They ain't never used. I don't think they used a weed whacker before. I don't think. But they grabbed that weed whacker like they do it for a living, and they just start whacking the weeds down. They did that while I ran the wire, and my cousin Doug helped me drive the uh, ground stakes into the ground. Man, I would have never been able to do it. And it was 90 degrees outside. All of that happened in one day. I got weeks worth of work done in one day. Feel that breeze over me. Thank you, Father. God, that feels good. Such a beautiful day. So I've been just humbled, gratitude. So we going on a lead farmer field trip. So everybody that's in here, how you doing, Chantel? Chantel, for everybody in here, we gonna go on a lead farmer field trip. So I can just, all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go into detail. Hey, Katina Brooks, what's up, my sister? Katina, hit me back, okay? I answered you. I answered you. So hit me back, cause I want to help you. Um, I'm gonna go on a lead farmer field trip. And I'm not going to go into depth because I got videos being released about each and everything. Okay, you saw it? Okay, good. I'm going to, but I do want to just show you the accomplishments because there's some people out here that don't think you can buy no land. And if you can buy some land, there's people with land and don't even know what to do with it because they say they don't know how. I keep hearing that. I don't know how. I don't know how. Led, how do I? Led, how do I do this? Led, how do I do that? And I see the same people over on other channels too. How do you do this? How do you plant that? How do you grow this? How do you do this? Which generator should I get? What? How much solar should I get? All of this. And you know what? People be so busy asking other people. That's what I was telling you about the other day. You procrastinate. You procrastinate. Instead of just look, sometime, man, go out there and do it yourself. Go look up anything you can think of right now. Absolutely anything you can think of right now is either it's between Google and YouTube University. There is not damn nothing you can ask right now that won't come up on one of those two platforms. And you sitting around not accomplishing nothing because you're waiting on an answer from somebody else instead of doing your research, getting a piece of paper and pen and just writing everything down the way you should be. Everybody just want to see the latest dumbass dances and stuff and just nonsense. You know, I even got caught up in it myself with watching politics. And it's almost like watching yourself be destroyed. Like, don't you? I wanna go quick. If I'm gonna go, let me go quick. So it's like this ain't helping me do anything. So I say, get off your butt and just go out there and do it yourself, because that's what I'm doing. You people are trying to learn something from me that I can't teach you. You know how do you do that? I don't know. I don't know. I am not the end all, say all, be all of YouTube. I am not the king of YouTube, and I don't know everything. I don't know a lot of stuff. And when I don't answer somebody or give them a half-ass answer, they think I'm being rude. It ain't that I'm being rude. I really don't know. I can lie to you now. If you want me to lie, you want me to become one of those channels, oh, I'll lie to you. Oh, I just go ahead and lay it on thick. But I kind of figured, boy, ain't it enough of them channels out there of people lying and pretending they something that they not, or doing something that they just learned 2 seconds ago. Now they teaching you. I'm not that dude. Somebody said, thank you for teaching us the lessons on digging a well. I'm not teaching you anything about digging no well. The people that keep saying that is several. Just go look in the comments. You'll see them yourself. I am not teaching you how to dig no well. Please believe it. I am literally YouTube University and reading books and learning step by step. I'm staying in the stores, seeing which parts I need and trying to fit stuff together. Just, half the stuff I done pulled off, I didn't even learn it on YouTube. I had to just figure it out myself, because there's so many people and so many channels that will lie to you and edit out the best. They will edit out the part you need the most. I'm not even going to say they're going to lie to you. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that they will edit out the part that you need the most. And I'm like, damn, that's the part I wanted to see. And every video seemed to do it, and most of the time I figured it out. The reason why they all edit that part out is because that's the hardest part, and they don't want to seem like they don't know what they're doing. Well, the reason I'm showing everything is because I'm like, hey, this part was hard to do. This part was really hard, and it did take this long. So I got a little bit of information before we go on our live farmer field trip, because I don't want the Wi-Fi to go start acting a fool. I've gotten my, let me show you this. I've gotten my Chicago Hardy figs planted. I got I got a new Black Mission fig that I got planted, and the other Chicago Hardy fig is down there by those boxes. Another Chicago Hardy fig is between those two pear trees. So, so I've been planting trees and cleaning up. I am not starting any new projects until I clean up my toys. I told my wife I'm not going to start no more projects till I clean up all my toys. So what I've been doing, I cleaned outside, cleaned inside the shed. I'm about to remove the furniture and put new furniture in the shed. And I'm gonna do a video on that for y'all because there's a reason for it. But no new projects. The only things I gotta do, wait till y'all see what I did with this pig pen. Oh my God. This pig pen is hitting. It's hitting. I'm telling you, it is hitting. So the pig pen is called the Hamptons. The pig pen is called the Hamptons. And I decided to let them keep one of the chicken coops so they can get out of the sun or the heat or something. That cover really helps them. But then when they want to go out and play, they can go out in the pig pen itself, like, you know, I guess the pasture or whatever, and just hang out, man. It worked out so dope. And all I had to do was remove a back panel on the back of the coop itself, so they can come and go as they please. But this the sweet part. I'm going to take a door panel down there, so the pig pen will have a door on the back and a door on the front to let them come and go as they see fit. But when I start seeing signs of coyotes, I can close that back door, because these pigs ain't got too many predators that's going to come at them. But a coyote would be a problem. So that way I can close them in, and I'm just going to use that panel I took off and combine two. I'm gonna combine Penitentiary Cell Block 1 and Cell Block 2. I'm gonna combine them two together. So I'll still be able to have access to keep them separate, but I love these cages because you could turn them into anything. You can literally turn these cages into absolutely anything. So that's it. That's it. I even learned something else. I learned how many people ever how many people ever grown. Now let's make this interactive. How many people ever grown Barbados cherry? What's up, Rucker Homestead? What's going on? Matter of fact, let me move this out the way. Hold on, y'all. Had to put my popcorn popper. There we go. Now we doing something. Had to put that popcorn popper out of the way. I've been hearing a lot of shooting going on, so I'm like, listen, that don't sound like no 22, and it's too early to be hitting deer. So, what is that? So they must be seeing something that ain't right, and I don't want whatever ain't right to come over here. So how many people ever grown a Barbados cherry? Anybody? Target practice? Not around here. Anybody ever grow? Okay. Uh, Gina, say you grew a Barbados cherry. How many people even liked it? I only see one person ever grew it. Let's get into this. Okay. Since nobody knows what a Barbados cherry is, y'all don't even know what a Barbados cherry is? Phyllis says, yes, I'm growing my first ones this year. Okay. What's up, J3GS? What's going on, bro? You have cherries. Eileen says, I have cherries, but I don't know. Never heard of it until you spoke of it? What? TLC too cold to have them here. They're pretty, they're kind of hardy, but yeah, you would have to bring them in. The thing about a Barbados cherry is you can keep it compact, like compact, and get tons of fruit. John says, I have one that's doing great. Okay. Girl dad say, I do never grew them. What? Thank you, Jacqueline. Says the vitamin C is one. Don't quote me. They have more vitamin C than oranges. Okay. How you doing, Yvonne? All right. So now, oh my God. So I thought I was about to tell y'all something I learned, but it looked like I'm about to show you that and then some. So check it out. Y'all, excuse me. I put my pajamas back on. I said that's enough work for today. Let me show you a Barbados cherry tree. Y'all never heard of a Barbados cherry tree? You kidding me? I don't even want to believe you. This is a Barbados cherry. And they can even be this big. Look at the size of my head, okay? They can be this big and pump out this much fruit and more. This one right here will pump out so much fruit that this whole tree will look like a Christmas tree. How big does it get? As big as you let it get. It can get 12 feet tall if you want it to. Can it be grown in a container? Absolutely. This is in a container and it's going to stay in it. I don't even know if I'm going to put it in a bigger container than this. Maybe a little bigger. I'm going to probably put it in a 5-gallon container, but not too much bigger than this. Can you see the fruit? I learned something. I used to grow these maybe 6 years ago. I had a bunch of them. And I did not like the fruit. Where's the best place to get one? I don't know. I did not like the fruit before. Uh, what's your name? Garden and Life says, is it sweet or tart? That's where I'm going right now. When I grew these before, where would I be able to get one? I don't know. Um, you go to a nursery. When I tasted this fruit, don't Jacqueline, don't buy nothing off of Amazon. Don't buy no fruit trees off Amazon. They be lying. They'll send you anything. I've had that problem. Okay, who said that? Okay. Woman of Wonder says, got mine from Lowe's in Florida. There you go. There you go. That's a good start. Okay. Growing in my backyard says, the darker you let the cherries get, the sweeter they are. Thank you for that. And you want to know what growing in my backyard? I didn't know that a long time ago. I thought as soon as they turn red, eat them. And the reason I did that, because I grow normal cherries, you better hurry up and harvest your cherries because the birds will take them. For some reason, the birds wasn't taking these, right? So I was harvesting them too early. Now you can see the difference. You see this one right here? Look how much darker. Let me get up on you. See how light this one is and how light this one is. But here's a dark one here. And here's a really dark one here. Can y'all make that out okay? This one here, we're going to pull it, is going to be not as sweet as a store-bought cherry. That could even have went a little longer. It's not going to be as sweet as a store-bought cherry, but it's a sweetness to it. It's sweet, but it ain't as sweet. You know what it reminds me of? Does it have stone seed inside? I'm about to show you right now what kind of seed it has. The sweetness of this cherry reminds me of a what's the name of that, Montmorency cherry, like a Yoshino cherry, Monteshino cherry. I forget the name of it. The texture is like a cherry. Let's get this over with. It's like a cherry. And if you don't let it fully ripen, it's a little not sour, just you can tell, just like an unripe fruit. It's not bitter, it's more like a little bit of sour, barely. Okay? All right. I'm gonna show you what the seed look like. Yeah, thank you. Kind of tart a little bit. You got about 3 seeds in it. And they kind of shaped like a star fruit. See that? It looked like 2 pieces of oatmeal stuck together. That's 1, 2, 3. That was the stem. So there, can you replant the seeds? Yes. And from what I'm listening, the only knowledge I got was they'll be true to seed if you plant the seeds. Okay, K Natural says I have it in Jamaica. They also call this the Jamaican cherry, the Barbados cherry, the Jamaican cherry. So here's the deal. I had 2 giant trees 6 years ago, right? I had got this haul. So what was that? So you got 21 seeds off that one small plant. I don't understand what you're saying. 21 seeds. You counting the fruit and okay. Look, I didn't like the fruit years ago because I kept pulling them too early. So I don't need to check the pigs. That's what pigs do. Um, so we're in Florida. Me and my wife in Florida a couple weeks ago, and we was at a nursery, and this lady said, one of the workers, she said, "Hey, dude, you want some cherries?" That's exactly how she said it. She rode up on a golf cart and said, "Hey, dude, want some cherries?" I said, "What? Want some cherries?" I said, "Yeah, I guess." She went to a gigantic Barbados cherry tree. And when I seen it, I said, "What's that?" She said, "Barbados cherry." I was like, I wasn't interested, right? But just being nice, I took a handful of these cherries and she said, "You got to get the good ones." She picked each and every one carefully. And what I noticed was each and every one was so dark it almost looked black. And being nice, I ate one. And it spun my head around because I was not ready for that. I was ready for that weird tart taste that I used to eat before. They were almost as sweet as a table cherry. And I said, "What kind of Barbados cherry is this?" She said, "Just the Barbados cherry, just standard." I said, "You kidding?" I said, "I've grew this before and it was always like tart, kind of, sour." She said, "Oh yeah, you gotta let them get really dark. You gotta let them go, like about to fall off, if not fall off. You gotta let these things go." I'm like, "Really?" See, 6 years later, here I am. I've been steering around Barbados cherry. I don't care if I see them for $5, 50 cents on clearance. I didn't want one. And here it is, out of the blue. Somebody schooled me from out of nowhere. So I had to go and get me two of them. But this is it. And for the health benefits and the beauty and how hardy they are, and how much they bloom constantly. It's a bloom right here. Look, they bloom constantly. Little pink and green flowers, and the fruit will be ready in like a week. Like they grow as fast as like a goji berry. Next thing you know, 1 minute everything is green. You'll come outside the next day and then everything is red. It's almost like a miracle fruit. That's what it's like. 1 minute you don't have anything, the next minute you got more fruit than you know what to do with. So I'm gonna say, look at this thing all blooming all over the place. It's new fruit. Here go a little baby cherry right here. Can you see that little baby right here? There's baby cherries and blooms all over this tree. And all I've been doing is just kind of keeping it watered because it's root bound. You can see the roots in there. You give me what I'm gonna try to find. Here go a dark one. Here go a real dark one right here. Right up in here. That side is really dark. See how dark that is? Oh, uh-huh. That right there. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you what they taste like to me. The dark ones taste like plums. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 3 more seeds. I'm planting them too. The dark ones, the dark ones taste like a plum. Like how you taste a sweet plum, but it's not super sweet. That's what it tastes like. It leaves a plum taste in your mouth too, a plum aftertaste. So that's my own opinion, and that's my taste bud. So yours might vary. Okay. So man, I thought everybody knew what a Barbados cherry was. I used to grow them and didn't really care for them. So now that I know, yeah, high in vitamin C, yes, and high in vitamins, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, well, that was something new. I thought everybody knew. Uh, say, do you leave it? Do you leave it out all year? I can, but I don't know where you live at. TLC said I didn't know they could be kept in small containers. Yes. Well, the ones I've seen have been in small containers. Now the one that the woman got for me off of that gigantic one, which was it was like 6 feet, 7 feet tall, and it was in like a about a 50-gallon container. So and I got one more thing to let y'all know. I got one more thing to let y'all know. Barbados cherry trees are super cheap. Super cheap. Barbados cherry tree like this costs about 24 to $29 depending on where you're getting it from. Go to like a big box store, the orange one or the blue one. They run about 24 to $29, even still to this day. Back when I got them, and I got some that was like 4 feet tall, I think back then that was $24 when I bought it, and it's 4 feet tall, full of cherries and fruit in like a 5-gallon container. So it's still doing good because it produced. If I eat all this fruit today, I saw all of those blooms and I saw all of the new cherries. I'll be eating them again in a few more days. So I learned something new about them. I got me 2 more loquat trees because I'm going to plant a loquat row. But I'm making it happen. Now, I do want to say this. I'm not going to talk about politics, okay? I don't want to even go there. But I have to pay attention to who people that's making decisions for how I live. So I have to do that, okay? But I'm not going down the politic road. Um, I saw what happened today. That bill was passed. And all I want to say is you should be growing something. Grow some kind of food, please. Please. Not just grow food. Grow as many herbs as you possibly can. Grow as many medicinal herbs as you can. Not just culinary herbs, but medicinal herbs as you possibly can. So, like I say, I'm not going into politics. I'm just talking about actual reasons why. Listen to me. It's a lot of sick people out here that is not about to have any kind of medical coverage. And I'm not talking about able-bodied people. I'm talking about elderly people. I'm talking about the handicapped. I'm talking about people with mental and physical disabilities. You will not have. Well, how do they expect people to move forward in their life? The only thing I can think that this bill actually helps is to make rich people richer and to not keep poor people poorer, but keep poor people from living, like being alive. So I was thinking about that. Go watch it again, Otis. It got to go to the it did pass. What is it? Pass in the House. Go look again. I know I'm surprised too. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Like, how can you agree to this? So I'm not going there because I'm trying to let that part of me get some rest. Um, let's not do politics. I just wanted to tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't want to talk about that. Hey, mama, how you doing? I don't want to talk. Uh, let's leave that alone. All I'm saying is, if you aren't growing anything, any kind of food right now, you ain't thinking about no livestock. You ain't thinking about growing no medicinal herbs. You ain't thinking about growing no herbs to make tinctures and everything else. You have got to be kidding. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I I just think how many would it been like 2 months? Just 2 months ago, I don't know nothing about no pigs. Nor did I ever really want one. I didn't even want no pig. My friends, um, Black's Tropical Homestead had pigs. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing them with pigs and watching how they worked them. Did I want pigs? Absolutely not. Not that, not that it was gross or anything, because it wasn't. It didn't even have a smell. I just didn't want no pigs. Right? And here I am with pigs. 5 of them. And I think one is about to give me some piglets. Why am I doing this though? Because I don't trust the plans that they have for my future or my family's future. I've been on Freedom Acres so much that when I do go home, it's almost like I'm visiting because I got so much work here to do. My family was here, and I know they was like, damn, I didn't know you had this much stuff to do. But I'm telling you, I got a lot of work to do. And the reason why is because, man, I cannot stop now. I can't stop. I don't, every day I wake up, I hear that somebody else wants me that much closer to being the poorest. Somebody is on TV telling me they want me to stop being alive. Every day on television, that's what I see. Every day on the news, every day in politics. I'm nothing is being told to me positively. Nothing is being said like, hey, guess what we got for you? Hey, guess what? Let's be honest. Come on. Every single day, when you cut on the news, cut on the TV, or read the paper, or get information from somebody else, friend, coworker, whatever, nobody is telling you, hey, guess what they got for us? Nobody. Nobody that's running this country is saying, we got something great for you. Nobody is giving anything away. Nobody is helping anybody. There is nothing saying, guess what we got? They just, nothing. We got something for you. Or we can help you do this. We can help you do that. We're going to try to help you clean up your credit, help you clean up your debt, help you fix your life, help you fix your mental disability, help the veterans, medical. Nobody. Every day I wake up, the only things I hear is things that's being taken away from me and my family, my friends, and my loved ones. That's all I hear. What's being taken from me next? My right to speak, my right to live, my right to X, Y, and Z, my right to Medicare and medical, everything is being taken. Every day I wake up. So the only reason I'm telling y'all this is because you can't help but see it. There's not a whole bunch that we can do while Godzilla is fighting King Kong. Think about that. Godzilla, on a Godzilla movie, when King Kong is fighting Godzilla, you know nobody ever think about why they smashing into buildings and smashing into, they throwing each other into bridges and they throwing each other into high skyscraping buildings. Nobody ever think about how many people did Godzilla just kill. He's winning the fight, but he took Godzilla and threw him over there. Godzilla smashed into this building, but about 100,000 people just lost their lives. The reason why I'm saying that is because we're watching titans fight, and we're just the onlookers on the ground. And no matter where this rubble fall, it's going to crush us. No matter who wins, they're literally fighting over who's going to eat us. You get it? These titans up here are fighting amongst each other about who is going to be in control of us, who is going to get the chance to bite our heads off. But no matter who wins, we in trouble, and no matter whether they fight or not, all the rubble is going to crumble down and crush us. So here's the deal. Instead of keep waiting around and hoping that one of these titans is going to win, whichever one you are looking forward to, how about start fixing yourself to fight the titans? Start arming yourself to help fight the titans. And when I say arm yourself, I'm not talking about with firearms. I'm talking about arm yourself mentally, educate yourself. Just garden, grow your own food. Prices is going up. Tariffs, right? It's something nobody can deny. The prices is going up and supplies are stopping. But you know what's still plentiful is seeds. Seeds. And if you don't want to get none from the store, all you got to do is ask a friend, like, hey, let me get some of them seeds. Right? So, I know I say this all the time, I'm going to say it again. Even though it's a mess, buying land was the best thing I ever done besides marry my wife and have kids. Buying land was the best thing I ever did besides marry my wife and have my children. You want to know why? Cause I don't feel hopeless. I feel like if all hell broke loose, things will be hard, but we gonna be okay. My family will be okay. I'm doing everything in my power. I'm doing everything in my power to learn as much as I can, as fast as I can. I don't know much about pigs, but I'm learning. I'm learning a lot about it. And there's nothing to growing. Why pigs? What about goats? Why not pigs? Why goats? What are you raising? I don't know your name. What are you raising? Bazarius, what kind of livestock are you raising? Okay, why not pigs? Okay. All right, y'all. I got some good news. And I got a video coming out and I want to show it to y'all. So I know y'all sick of everything about water right now, but this is what I gotta tell you. If you living off grid, it ain't necessarily off grid. Let me stop saying that. It ain't gotta be off grid. One of the most important things trying to garden and all this stuff is water. Water. So I've been concentrating on getting water. I gotta listen, you can't have no garden without water. That's why I never started no garden here before. Or I tried and I failed. You ain't doing nothing without water. So I had to collect rainwater. Now I got over 1,000 gallons of rainwater. I got a stream running through my land. The entire thing got a stream running through it. And now I dug a well. I don't know if do you understand how I feel about this water situation? Y'all couldn't understand it. I don't think look. I don't think y'all understand. Like to have nothing and be shipping water in constantly and buckets and pots and crap everywhere around your land trying to get a little bit of water so you can wash up every day, so you can wash your dishes and all of this every day, everything you trying to do. Then you got all these chickens, they need water, you need water, but then you will have a bunch of water and then go out there and see a bunch of mosquito larvae in it. And it's like you start to realize how important harvesting water is. It ain't just how important water is, because everybody know how important water is. But it's even more important and more detrimental in trying to find it. How do you find water? I'm going to tell you how I found water, and then I'm going to show you what I did. I'm not going to teach you what I did. I'm going to show you what I did, how I found water, and I'm going to show you me digging the well. I know y'all been seeing me. I do a little bit every day. I I made myself a promise. I'm going to try to go down. Said the average U.S. citizen uses 60 gallons plus of water per day. That's because we wasteful. I use about maximum. I use 3 gallons a day. Maximum. Do you hear me? Maximum. I'm talking about from, now this is for me. I can't speak on my livestock because they drinking about 1 gallon a day with this heat. Let me see, that's 1 gallon, 2 gallons. And I don't know how much the pigs use yet. Because I got theirs being, the rain is just falling in there. I got a 55-gallon drum for them, catching rainwater, and it keep filling up. So I don't know how much the pigs drink. But they're spilling it all out so they can wallow in the mud and stuff like that. But for me personally, on a good day, I may use 3 gallons. I mean, yeah, 3 gallons. And I can tell you how I calculate that every single day. For me, I'm talking about washing up, washing my body, hygiene, brushing my teeth, washing the dishes, everything I need water for. Running it through the Berkey, putting water in the bottles, putting it back in the refrigerator to stay cold. I use 3 gallons of water a day. That's on a splurge day. I could use less than 2 gallons average. You wash your pits, wash your junk. You sponge them off. And then you need water for cooking. You need water for cleaning. Said you don't have hair. What does that mean? Or did you just figure that out? What are you saying, TRB5? You're not drinking enough water? Yes, I am. And that's a lie that people keep. You know how many people pass away because they drink too much water a day? That's insane. To wash your hair. Okay. Thank you for that. What's your name? RRB5? Yes. You are right. No hair means less water for shampoo. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's get into that. Right. No hair means less water for shampoo. So in a survival situation, what does that tell you need to do? Ladies too, in a survival situation, if you don't have enough water to keep washing your hair, you have 2 alternatives you can do. What are they? Thank you, I Am Magic. Cut your hair off. It's one more alternative. Don't be concerned, Daniel. I'm drinking plenty of water. It's one more you can do. You can cut it lower to use less water. Thank you. Who said that? Lock it up. Lock it up yeah. Who just said that? Wait a minute. No, don't wash it less often because then you start getting diseases. Lock it up. Somebody said lock it up. I need to find out who said that. Coral Blue says lock or shave. Absolutely. Lock your hair up. Braid your hair up. Somebody else said braid. So, see, we're so spoiled that we think that I need to keep all of my hair and keep my hair beautiful and lustrous. So I'm going to waste water doing that. I'm wasting water on, um, I forget the name of it. What is it? Damn, my brain is drawing a blank. When you look at yourself in the mirror all the time. And you shouldn't be that way. Give it to me. Damn, why is my brain working like that? Vanity. Damn it. I'm sitting here right thinking, right. You wasting water. You're going to pass away for your vanity. Thank you, everybody. I don't know. That was right here. It just wouldn't come down. You would pass away for your vanity. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. Even even in some countries, they'll cut your hair bald just to keep from getting lice and other diseases. They don't be caring about long, beautiful, flowing hair. Denise said, you still wash locks and braids. Yes, you do, but you do not use as much water as if you done got your hair just normal. Now, I don't got locks or braids. So I stand corrected. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I mean it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I've seen people wash their locks. There's one girl that I watch, and she's in Jamaica. She washes her locks in the river. It's like, now, maybe I don't know. I don't live in Jamaica. I don't know how she do it. I don't know, but from what I see, she takes, I don't know what this flower is called. But this particular flower makes soap. It's like soap. She she plucked this flower and put it in water and squeeze on it or something. It's shampoo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shampoo ginger. That's it. And hibiscus. I've seen her use all of these different flowers. Shampoo ginger is one. Hibiscus is one. And remember on Coming to America, when Eddie Murphy, they asked him, damn boy, what you put in your hair? He said, oh, just juices and berries. For real. Flowers, all kind of juices and berries. She wash her hair like that, and her locks are incredible. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If I hadn't got my sunroof, I would probably start getting. I would have had me some locks too. Okay. If I didn't acquire this drop top, I would have. I think I would have got me some locks. I don't want them like super long or nothing like that. But yeah. So it's about how serious water is. Washing your butt, brushing your teeth, washing your hair, drinking water. Man, that's important. And when you don't got it, okay, that's a good one. Coral Blue says, I use apple cider vinegar for my locks. I've heard that too. I've heard that too. Somebody said lead farmer locked. I like it. Let me tell you something. I used to have braids down my back when I was younger. Can you believe that? I put a picture up here one time. Nobody believed me. Like, listen, I'm telling you, I was that dude. I was that one. I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but I was that guy. So I ain't gonna say I ain't never had no locks, but I had cornrows all the way down my back. When I could, I did my hair right here. Left a Dear John letter. Took all his clothes with it. I came home. What the house was empty up here. It just left me with a Dear John letter. Right. Crossroads from Bone Thugs and Harmony with the hair missing. Yes. So I'm just saying. Let me tell y'all. Finding water was something I have been dreaming about before I even got this land. When I had land before, it was something that I really wanted to do. I just never did it. We were already on a well, but I wanted to dig another well at another part of my land so I could just be out there where I kept my chicken. So I could just be out there and pump some water real quick instead of rigging up a bunch of different water hoses that I know I'm not going to take loose and it's going to ruin. I wanted to dig a well so I could feed my water my chickens, and I never did it. So y'all won't even, you want to know why you didn't see me dig the well? Can we grow shampoo ginger here in our growing zones in the USA? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I really don't. You can look into it. Hey, Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, how you doing? It's good to see you. So you know how I found, I mean, not how I found the well. You know what made me want to go check the well? I was messing around one day and I got hot. It was boiling hot out here. It was about 90 degrees. Well, it was in the upper 80s. And I got tired of working out here. It was too hot. And you know what I did? I grabbed that doggone auger. And I had already, I'll tell y'all about that later. I had already figured out a place where I'm going to dig for water. I'm going to tell y'all that later. And I just started digging. I just started digging around the area where I had figured out where I think water is going to be. Hey, my Renaissance grandma said lots of YouTubers have shampoo ginger. There you go. So I walked away after I got 4 feet down. I didn't see no water. Kind of got upset. Came back during a live stream, and I was going to show you what I was doing. I was going to show you a hole in the ground. And I end up showing you water. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I planted another papaya again too. I'm gonna try that again. Because you want to know what made me grow another papaya? Because all the papayas I've ever tasted or smelled smells like puke, tastes like puke. Until somebody told me every papaya that I've ever eaten was unripe. That's why it smells like puke and it tastes like puke. When I was a kid, my father used to eat papaya and it tastes like, hey, Swoop Like Me, what's going on? Hey, Miss D's Garden, what's going on? Speaking of gardening and all these gardeners in here, I think it's time for a Lead Farmer field trip. My daddy used to eat papaya, and it used to be some of the sweetest fruit. Papaya was like eating a different kind of flavor peach, but shaped like, watermelon. All my life I tried to eat this piece of fruit and never could eat it. And my daddy ain't alive for me to ask him what the heck was that? But now I know. He knew that papaya had to be ripe. That's why I used to sit on our counter so long. As bad as I used to want to taste some, I used to sit on that counter until it looked like it's about to go bad. He was letting it ripen up. So, from what I'm hearing, you have to grow a papaya yourself, let it fully ripen on the tree, and then eat it. Say when my papaya is ripe, it's super sweet. Thank you, Lisa Washington. And see, that's another reason. Just like the Barbados cherry, I'm like, and for everybody coming in, let me show you this Barbados cherry real quick. Yeah, when you put trees in the ground, it does save on water. Yes. When you put it in a container, you waste a lot of water because it just runs right out the bottom. Now, I've eaten several of these already, y'all. These Barbados cherries. Ooh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Ooh, that thing almost fell off. I learned more about that Barbados cherry, and now I'm loving it. Loving it. I feel so stupid. I love being humbled. I love being corrected. You be mad for a second, but I love being corrected. I love to be wrong. This is one of them times I just love to be wrong. Golly, that one didn't taste like a plum. That one tasted like a strawberry mixed with a cherry. Look at that. 3 C's every time. God doggone that sucker good. I can't believe it took me 6 years to figure out I didn't know what the hell I was doing with a Barbados cherry. God doggone it. I guarantee you this. I bet you I go get 2 more Barbados cherry trees. I bet you that. I bet you that. Because ain't no reason. Let me tell y'all something right now. The Barbados cherries just keep growing all season. They don't just grow and then they produce and they done. They never stop. They're like mulberries. They just never. Almost had a little mulberry taste to it too. Now that I think about it, they never stop producing fruit. Oh my God! If you don't, if you don't like Barbados cherries, I guarantee you eating them at the wrong time. Uh, uh, my brother Odom Homestead said the same thing. He was like, I don't really care for them much, and I was thinking to myself like, I don't either. If anybody can, if anybody can get up with Odom's Homestead before I do, tell him I said let that sucker sit on a tree till it turn almost black, like the red turn almost purple. Then eat that mug. Eat that Barbados cherry. I'll never let that go ever again. I've been passing them by. People damn near want to give them to me on those clearance racks. And I just been like, nah. Yeah, Katina Brooks. They're like ever-bearing. They never stop. Soon as you, get this, soon as you pick the fruit off, then a lot of flowers come, right? And then a lot of cherries come. So the sooner you pick these cherries off, the better. But let the fruit ripen on the tree. Don't pick the fruit and set it on the counter and think it's gonna get any sweeter, because it didn't for me. No, I'm not selling these seeds. I'm planting them. I'm planting these. So, okay. I don't want to keep, well, y'all been on here too long already. Layer Farmer Field Trip. I'm going to go show you a few things that my family got here and helped me accomplish. I hope the Wi-Fi holds out. Uh, yeah, like deadhead and flowers, Katina, absolutely. I want to say one other thing, just in case you don't know. I timed that well today. I drained all the water out. Y'all gonna love this video. The people that's interested in digging a well is gonna love this. I am getting 30 gallons every 30 minutes. So that's 15 gallons every, about a gallon a minute. When you equal it out. I didn't do the math, but I timed it. I dug the well, I emptied the well out all the way, and I got 30 gallons of water. I'm gonna take y'all to see that right now, okay? I got 30 gallons of water, and then I timed it. I came back in 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes, it was back full again. So 30 gallons in 30 minutes equals a gallon per minute, right? Am I doing that right? Yeah, yeah. So I'm getting a gallon per minute. And the reservoir I got dug, I'm down 10 feet with 6 feet of water at 10 inches wide, 10 inches in circumference, is giving me 30 gallons. And I did that by hand. Me and my family, see, some of my family didn't want to be shown. That's why I didn't show them. I only showed y'all me and Lady Led digging the well. Some of my family didn't want their face be showed. Let me tell you something. I'm going to see, let me remember how many people it was. It was 7 people taking turns spinning that auger. 7 people. When one person pulls up about 2 buckets of soil, another person was like, literally, it's my turn. And they jump on it. And what did my cousin Doug say? She said 20 turns. 20 turns. Pull up that soil. And when I tell you, when that water came out of that doggone pump, I don't have words for that. And today when I tested it, I don't have words for seeing 30 gallons in 30 minutes. I don't have words for that. You know what that means? That means it's time to get my well set in stone, literally, permanent. Get my pipe. The only reason I ain't leave and get all the equipment today is because I don't feel like driving all day to go get the stuff at the store. And 2, it's a beautiful day, and I just want to enjoy it before I have to get back to working. But I know the parts I need. My well is, I got my pump. It's at home, though. Lady Led called me a couple days ago, said your pump got here, so wait till y'all see that. You want to know what's sweet? It's the first, but it ain't going to be the last. I'm going to put wells all over my land the same exact way. So when you walking through the woods, you will be able to stop and pump water and get a nice cool drink of water. Let me tell you something. Oh, Lord, it's cold. It's cold. It's clear. And it smells and tastes like fresh cut watermelon. It don't taste like watermelon, but you know that fresh smell that watermelon smell like when you cut it, or fresh cut grass. When you drive past somebody's house going down the neighborhood and you smell somebody just got through cutting their lawn. That's what this water smells and tastes like. And I don't have a word for it. All I know is that is the water I used to drink when I was a kid. That's the only way I can put it. The water that I used to taste in Toledo, Ohio, coming from the Great Lakes, that's what that water tastes like. You understand me? I'm telling you, it make me want to. You don't understand how serious this is to me. It make me want to cry. It make me want to cry because we got so much stuff going on out here. We never concentrate on the little things that keep us alive. And one of those building blocks of life is water. Homestead Heart in the house. What's up, my sister? How you doing? It's good to see you. Let's go. Let's go. Lead Farmer Field Trip. This lemonade was brought to you by well water. Well water does your body good. I made this lemonade with well water. I got all the water in my ice machine. I dumped it out and watered the plants with it and filled it full of well water. Well water. Brought to you by. God doggone it. You want to hear something else? Y'all want to hear something else? I can't make this up. Lady Leia said, don't be drinking that. Don't go to drinking that well water till we test it. Don't go drinking that well water till we test it. I said, listen, I paid almost $400 for this Berkey. And the Berkey said it can get rid of all that. Right? Everybody that bought a Berkey know how much they paid and they know what they said it's supposed to do. So if I pass the hell out, call a lawyer before I, cross out all the way so I can write down my signature on the lawsuit. Let me tell you. That's high quality H2O. That's the name of my well too. Bobby Boucher. Cause my mama said that's why. My well's name is Bobby Boucher. In Vicky Valancourt. So before I go to the well, I should drop a penny down there and make a wish. Will it work if you done made your own well and throw a penny down your own well and make a wish? I don't know. But I'm going to show y'all this first. I'm showing y'all the accomplishments that my family helped me do. I planted this fig tree late last night. But you see this? My cousin Doug tilled my whole garden for me. I did one little piece. Y'all saw me do that one little piece while I was live. And they did the rest. And look, you can even see where you can see all of the cantaloupe seeds that I got all over. Right here. Just bury that. I just threw them in there. I just threw them in. And then there's some cantaloupe meat over there. I'll get it in the morning. But as you can see, I want to take y'all over here. I got put me in some watermelon. Got my sweet potatoes going. But this the sweet part. Watch this. Watch this. I don't know why they always do that. That is tripping me out. Let me know if I'm breaking up, y'all. You see? See, I was going to do the same. Just toss the seeds. That's what I did. So they done closed themselves out. I'm going to have to go out there and open up the nursery so they can get in there. But they made a nest in there. Bake, the one we think is pregnant, her and Piggy Smalls made a nest in there. That's probably the baby daddy. So I'm going to have to open that door back up and like chain it open so they don't keep closing it because I don't want that closed at all. But you can see here how I got that. I took that whole panel off right here. And here it is behind us. I just got it set in there till I replace it over there. But I took that panel off and put the tarp back on. So now they can come and go. This is the courtyard, the pasture, where they can just come and go and have a good time. They ain't all pinned up together like that no more or nothing. So they got plenty. Look, all of this grass was super high like that. They ate it all down. They smashed it all down and ate it. So I ain't got to worry about the grass or nothing because they takes care of that. There go Bobby Brown, nasty butt. Got my pig waterer down there. You see, I got a nipple on the outside and a nipple on the inside for them. So if they out here and when I put the door on here, they can have water out here if I got them locked out. And they got shelter out here if I got them locked out. And If I got them locked in, they got a nipple on the inside of this too. Now, my cousins helped me do all of this. Now I'm gonna show you the sweetest part. Yeah, my pig name is Piggy Smalls, Bobby Brown, um, Big Worm, and Shake and Bake. Big Worm is AKA Big Bank, because he looked like a piggy bank. Now I want to show y'all, does the copper have some... Hey, look, check this out. This is the best part. One is pregnant. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not sure. Are you setting up a pond? You want to hear something? Now, if things go right, Lady Led is going to be here tomorrow, because I'm going to see if I can go rent the skid steer and the pond. I'm going to start digging right here. This is where the pond is going to be. I'm going to do it myself. All the money I've saved and all the money that was given to me will be better used if I try to do it myself, because when people keep telling me $15,000, $20,000 to dig a hole in the ground, and that's all they're doing, anything other than that, they want more money. No, that's highway robbery. Now look, you know, if you're gonna screw me, at least let me know your name. You know what I'm saying? No, buy me a drink. So, I'm gonna try to do it myself. I'd rather waste $2,000 and it don't quite work the way I want it to, than waste $20,000 on some people I don't even know, right? Just like my well. Do you know how much it costs to dig a well? Do you know how much it costs for somebody to come out here and do exactly what I just did? I ain't talking about a deep well. I'm talking about a shallow well. If you call anybody out to come and dig you a shallow well, they're going to charge you anywhere from... Wait, let me remember. Because I called and I asked. A shallow well, to dig a shallow well, was $200 per foot. $200 per foot. Now let's do the math on that. I just dug 10 feet. So what cost me? Let me see how much. Let me calculate it. What just cost me $60 in a pipe, in an auger pipe? Let me see, 60. What just cost me $160? $160. That means buying the auger and buying all the pipe. I didn't even get a chance to use all the pipe. Really, we can only count one. So that's $20. $20 pipe plus $100 auger. So I'm really, if I go take them pipes back, I'm really in it for about $120, $130 versus $2,000. They got the game rigged, y'all, and we keep falling for it instead of just going out there and trying to do it yourself, huh? Just go do it yourself. And if I figured it like this, I waste $200 or $300 on bullshit. So it's not no skin off my teeth. Let me go waste that right here. If it don't work out right, cool. All right, now go call the man. Go call the pros in. But what I'm learning right now, as I learn, now one day I'll be able to tell you for free here on YouTube. So, here's another one. I didn't know nothing about this either. Electrical fencing. I got this electrical fencing from Home Depot. Not Home Depot, I'm sorry, Tractor Supply. You can hear it popping too. I got that electric fencing from Tractor Supply. I didn't know what I was doing. I did never done this before. I said I'm gonna do everything I can, and it just sat there. It just sat there. Can you hear it? Listen, listen, listen. Sound like stopwatch. Sound like a timer. You hear it ticking? With every tick, that's the joules of electricity that runs through this hot wire, and I gotta put a cover over that hot wire. And I didn't have no black ground wire, so I ran this red wire. And yeah, that tick tick tick, that's the juice. And let me tell you, when I let them out for the first time, when I finally opened this door and let them out, they came out, they enjoyed it, and they learned real quick to stay the hell away from that line. They learned that real quick. So it's getting dark, so they going back into they little spot. Lead Farmer field trip. Let's go see how they doing, and then we'll head this way. Look, got my tomatoes coming in. Got everything hooked up. Plenty of tomatoes about to come in. Blackberries, yeah, tomatoes, peppers. I could harvest another pepper up here. I know I can because I looked at it the other day. Let me look down here. A couple of them. See, I let that go too long. But that's okay. Make me some fajitas with that. Okay, here go the crew. Why is you laying in the bathroom? This is Shaky, y'all. This is Shake. She can stand up like a people. She's the smartest one in this whole cage. I don't got nothing, Shaky. I'm all out, baby. I'm all out. I'm all out. This is the female, and this is a female. This is Bake. This is the one that I think might be pregnant. I think she might be pregnant. No, Shaky, I don't got nothing. This Big Bank, because he greasy. He just a big old ham sandwich. He's just a mess. That's Notorious P.I.G. That's Piggy Smalls. And everybody know Little Bobby Brown. He's a freak. And everybody is doing good. Black Samani chickens, Black Samani rooster. I got my quails. The mama that hatched out her 3 chicks is back there in the cage too. Quails up top, quails on the bottom. I know, brother. But everybody is doing good so far. Cell block 2, cell block 1. Pretty boy punk. Big old pretty punk's what he is. So everybody is doing good. I taught them how to use them water nipples, so now I ain't worried about them no more because they kept knocking off those watering cups. Your chickens killed the chicks. Yeah, that's why I separated her. Right when she started hatching out chicks, I separated her and the chicks and kept them totally separate from the rest. So far, so good. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple other things that I got going on. Now I want some more Barbados cherry, like that last one. This is one of the tanks of water. All of these is filled with water. But those are like 60-gallon drums. So I got 5 of those. I got 300-gallon tote here. And I got 2 300-gallon totes on the other side. All right. Let me know if y'all with me. Because I don't want the Wi-Fi to break up. Because what I got to show you, do you make your own charcoal for filtration? Okay. Okay. So y'all, I'm still good. I'm not blurry. My Renaissance grandma, am I blurry, like, pixelated? Or am I good? I'm good? Good. Because I don't want to be pixelated when I show y'all this. Because it's important. Okay. Okay. What you see in here is all of the work me and my family did here. I did this today, that dark brown mud. I pulled that out today because I took it down another good 2 or 3 feet. We started over there. That's the first color is gray. Then it turned like a pinkish with the gray and white and red clay. Then it turned like red, and now it turned brown. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors. Okay? So I put my pump down here today. I tested it the other day, and today I'm testing it again. I got this. This is the same pump, y'all, that I used to have in Washiokushi Creek back home. This is that same pump. Okay? And I'll put it down in the description box below so y'all can go get you one. That's the truth right there. So that pump, I threw down this hole and pumped out 30 gallons of water. All of that came out of my well. And you want to know the best part? It never stopped coming out. I just stopped because the pump was just trickling. The well water could almost keep up with the pump. That's how it was replenishing. So I was like, this is a constant flow, right? This is a constant flow of water. But it was so minuscule that I didn't want to ruin my pump. So I just stopped it. But it was actually keeping up. The pump was keeping up with the well water was keeping up with the power of the 1/4 horsepower pump. So this is what I got. 30 gallons, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 gallons of water. And it took about, I don't know, it's a 1/4 horsepower pump. And the other part, and I want to talk to y'all about this because I don't know much about the science of this. It's still ice cold. Ice cold. I wish there was a way I could show you how cold this is. It was 88 degrees today. 88 degrees when I did this. 88 degrees. And it's still ice cold. I don't know the science behind it. But I do know it must have something to do with the mineral content. It must have something to do with the mineral content. Now, this is the auger. This is the original part, just that blue and the head. It came with this blue part and the head. And I really bought 4 more sections, but I don't need them Here's a 6-foot part here. That's my coupler. Here's another 6-foot part. And there's the auger itself. That's the head. So trying to muscle that today, and it was almost 90 degrees. I had enough. Plus, I said the last thing I was going to do is test the rate of the water and test the well water. Not test the well water, but test the rate of the water was the last thing I was going to do. And we came out that is, if you do the math, it's coming out somewhere around a gallon per minute. Okay. So let me come over here and close this. I didn't know I left this open. Here's my other 2 tanks catching rainwater. I've been using all that water in the garden. This was tip-top full. Oh, let me show y'all something else. Let me show you something else. Real quick. I put my adapter on here so I can cut this water on. If I turn that, the water will come on. Here's the main valve, but here's the one I put on. So all I gotta do is flip that switch and water just flows out. Matter of fact, let me show you. I don't want to waste no water, but I at least want to show you. So I ain't got no problem with that water. So that's 1. That's 2. Okay. And the garden is here, so now I can just water this because I'm gonna hook a pump. I'm gonna hook a pump up to those. So every time I cut the hose on, water will automatically shoot out. And I'll have that hooked to solar, so I won't have no problem. Okay. But this is it. And I got my seeds in the house ready to plant. And I couldn't have done it without my family being here. I couldn't have done it. I mean, I did a lot, but it's nothing like having hands on deck to help you out. So that's why today I said I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna drink me some lemonade, and I'm gonna enjoy my few successes, not worry about trying to do more coming up. Not now. Sometimes take a minute and enjoy your winnings. Right now, that's what I'm doing. The temperature is perfect. Everything is fine. Everything is great. And now you want to hear something else. I want my pond so bad. I want my pond put in. And I don't know the first thing about digging no pond. But I bet you I'm about to. I'll be doggone, I let somebody rob me out of $20,000, $15,000, when I know good and well I could probably pull it off for about 5. You know what I'm saying? I think I could get away with about 5,000 and have not just a pond, but a nice sized pond with no issues. Said YouTube can probably show me. I've been looking at YouTube. That's where I'm learning from. It don't look like a problem. Just fixing a field tile cost us 5,000. Ooh, you want to hear something else? I'm on this back here. Did y'all see all that clay I pulled out of that hole? Did y'all see that? That was clay. 4 different kinds of clay. Did y'all see that? Okay. That same clay is where I'm putting the pond at. See, any other time, like if you gardening, that ain't the best thing. That's not the first thing you want to see when you're a gardener, is that hard gray clay, that gray stuff, or the red stuff for that matter. When you're gardening, that's not what you want to see right off the bat, right? But when you building a pond, you know how much money people is paying to get that clay that I got? Because that clay lines the bed of the pond, huh? That clay lines it and seals up all the cracks and holes in the ground so it can hold water. Let me see. Right, the clay is going to seal the pond, right? So let's think about this. Let's think about this. So that means, bear with me. And now I'm spitballing because I'm learning. The clay is what you need to seal the pond. You don't want to see sand. All of that part of my yard, the opening, is sand. All of this is clay. Now let me tell you this. We know from using the auger to dig the well that I got clay 10 feet down. 10 feet down, I got clay, hard clay, the gray stuff, because that's where I am now, right? So I'm hoping I don't get no sand pockets. But this whole area here, let me remind you one more time. All of this woods started from behind those solar panels all the way over here is the swamp. The swamp go in about maybe an acre of wetlands right back here. I walked through them doing a live video, but the video had cut off. So all of this is swamp, starting right at that solar panel all the way back. So all of this runs down, all of this holds water. So I got proof that I got swamp. I got proof that water is holding. I got proof that it's clay. Let me show you one more thing. I just want to show you. Look at that. This is rock hard clay all the way around here. All of this. Any sand that you see is sanded and washed down here. But this is all hard clay. That's why I put this tent here. You see that red clay? So that's why I'm putting the pond here. And hopefully, if I can get it, I'm going to start it here. I'm going to start it here. And all of this is going to be it. I might have to move this pecan tree. I don't want to, but doggone it, shoot. You better not get in my way. You know? And here's another thing. I haven't driven a skid steer since I was 15 years old. I haven't driven, and I didn't, when I drove the skid steer, somebody told me, because I used to work construction, I really wasn't operating the skid steer. I was just driving it and bringing bags of cement to a house that we was waterproof in the basement. So I can't even say I was truly operating the skid steer. I was just basically steering it. I wasn't lifting the bucket, lowering the bucket. I wasn't doing none of that. So when I'm coming into this building the pond, it's going to be just like me digging the well. I'm going to be on hands training, on the job training. That's what it is. So think about it, family. How is the pond going to be used? I don't understand your question. What, how is it going to be used? What you mean by that? Said driving a bobcat is a learning curve with the pedals and buckets. Yeah, I know, but I'm about to learn. What am I putting in the pond? Water, water. What? Here, here's the other best part about that. I won't have to depend on rainwater because we're hitting a water table on my land. So when I get down far enough, water is going to just start seeping in. I listen. I'm banking on when I hit 4 feet. When I get to 4 feet, I'm gonna hit water. Water is gonna come up from that natural spring, and then if I hit water, I'm going to. I'm just going to have to minimize everything I'm doing, and then I'm going to have to get a backhoe. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to finish it because I'm not gonna be able to drive that skid steer in no mud. Especially, I'm trying to get it about 5 to 8 feet deep. I know that's doing a lot, but I'm trying. I want it kind of like a swimming pool. I wanted to start here and go and gradually go down. That's the goal anyway. So I'm gonna try it. Do you think that will change the amount of water in the well? No, I don't. The reason why I don't think it'll change the amount of water in the well, because I got water back here. It's water all through my land. And all it's going to do, it may take some of the water from the well and slowly fill this up. But once the pond is full and reaches level, then the well will go back to level. So it'll always equalize itself. If water is always connected at a point, you got two drums, right? Like I got two drums right here. I can show you better than I can tell you. Water is always going to equalize itself. So this is how this is going to work. If I pour water in this drum here, right? This drum, I don't have to fill this one up because it's going to equalize and be the exact same level in both drums because I got both of these drums attached to one another. Let me see if I can show you. Down here, you see them? You see those two pipes connected to each other? So when I fill this one up, that one is going to fill up. And they're going to be the exact same level all the time. As long as I got these leveled, which I do, this is going to always be the same level. Now, if I added that barrel on too, the same way, and leveled it up with these, it's going to be the same level. So I'm thinking if my well water, the well is going to be feeding the pond because it's coming from the same water source. After the pond gets filled, they'll equal out and level out and be the exact same level. I don't know if I probably made that sound a little more difficult than it is. Did you get that? I don't know if I made that clear or not. The pond doesn't have to get water from the water table, right? No, it doesn't have to get water from the water table. It can get it from rain. But if you hit if you hit a spring, if you hit a natural spring, you never have to worry about. I'm hoping that I can tap into that same spring, because if I tap into that same spring, I won't have to depend solely on rainwater, because the rainwater with the size pond that I plan on building, when it's get hot summer, July and August, and it be like a drought out here, if I'm just depending on rainwater, it don't rain that much then. So my pond is going to constantly dry up. So if I hit that spring, all the water that's being evaporated will be replenished by the natural spring. So that's what I'm hoping, and that's what I'm learning. YouTube University and reading books that I got in here. That's what I'm learning, and I'm hoping I can tap into that same water table that's feeding the well, because I will always have that mineral water. You understand? And can you imagine? Can you imagine the quality of fish that you would have in your pond if it was from a natural spring versus, we all know rainwater got some pollution in it, right? We know the stuff that's in the air, and the pollution and the smog and the blah blah blah. Imagine, now you can't keep that out of the pond, but imagine the majority of the water that's in the pond is coming from the well, and the quality of fish that's living in that, it's like the quality of people. You know, if a person has all the things that they need to succeed at their you eating healthy, you learning healthy, everything around you, your people and your surroundings is healthy, then you should be one of the healthiest human beings, right? Well, that's my thought on fish. If you're growing in the most healthy environment, like a fish in a fish bowl, that's a good question. Are you going to have to put a fountain or something like that so it doesn't stay stagnant? Yes, that's my plan. That is my plan, because it's going to I get a lot of wind around here if you haven't noticed, but there's going to be a lot of leaves falling in it from all the trees around, and that's going to bring forth algae and all that stuff. So here's my plan. Now we talking about in the future, but we got to talk about the future so we can do the present. So my plan is to start out with small fish and carp and catfish. Really catfish, because catfish eats all of that algae and all that gunk at the bottom, and he's going to help keep it clean. And carp are going to help keep it clean. All of those kind of fish is going to help keep this pond clean. And at the same time, if I got a fountain pumping and keeping that water oxygenated, that's going to help keep it clean and without stagnating. So soon as I build that pond, I guarantee you, now I promise you, as soon as I build that pond, every waterfowl, I don't care how big it is, geese, ducks, everything gonna be over here in a minute. Frogs, hell, I can't keep the frogs out of these drums. That's why I keep nets on all of them. And that's another one. Thank you for that. Dominga says plants inside the pond will help keep the pond. Yes, certain kinds of pond plants. I used to have aquarium all the time. those banana plants. Those banana plants, and they let off like a lily pad on the top, and then there's some bananas at the bottom the fish can eat. They ain't bananas, but you understand what I'm saying. And they help filter and oxygenate the water. So I'm going to do everything I can possibly do. Again, it's my first time, you know. Be gentle. Did that sucker just laugh at me? That woodpecker just laughed at me. So I don't want too many things to put too many things in there. Yeah, bass is going to be in time. All of those fish is going to come in time. But the first thing you got to do is like starting an aquarium. When you start an aquarium, you don't go buy a $400 trigger fish and put them in a saltwater tank. The first thing you buy in a saltwater tank is damsels. Those are the ones that help get the bacteria going and get the bowl ready, because they can live through that harsh condition. If you go putting all of these $400 and $500 and $1,000 fish in a brand new, just started saltwater bowl, it's going to fail. You're going to lose tons of money, and those fish is going to perish. So I'm thinking of my pond the same way I used to think about my fish bowl. Start out with the most hardiest fish, which is the catfish. Catfish, carp. They can live outside the water for a long period of time. So start out like that till the pond get healthy. I'll probably even leave it like that for probably a year. And then slowly start introducing other fish in there, like crappie and sunfish and stuff like that. You just can't dig a hole and then fill it full of water and throw a bunch of fish in it. You can't do it, okay? So I'm sorry for boring y'all. Today, I just wasn't no real subject matter. It was just, I want to take you on a Laird Farmer field trip and show you what my family helped me do. And here's another thing. They helped me clean up all out here. All that stuff I had scattered out there. I still got to take those 2 tents down though. But everything I have is right here. And all of this is about to get separated, thrown away, or put away. So hopefully when Lady Laird get here, by next week, Lady Laird will be here tomorrow. So by next week, if I don't start digging this pond, mind you, all of this will be gone. Because I want to get a carport here. I'm about to put a shower house on the side over here, you know. So when my family and friends come, they could just take a real shower. Because now water ain't an issue, you know. But that's all I'm doing, y'all. It feels so good. I am so glad that I purchased this land. I'm broke to this very day because of this land, but it pays me back every single day. I used my last nickel to buy this land. Ain't no more big balling, but I promise you this. It pays me back every freaking day. Oh, how can I leave out? I forgot. I bought me some Mexican palms. Why did I buy some Mexican palms? Laird Farmer, what? I'm about to let y'all in on it. Before I go, I was about to go, but I got to tell you something. You see these Mexican palms right here? Okay. I don't know if y'all been rocking with me long enough to remember. At my house, I used to have this thing called the tropical circle. Inside the tropical circle was big banana plants, elephant ears, canna lilies, all kind of exotic plants, and I can't even remember the name of the little underbrush ones that look like elephant ears. I had a bunch of cannas and canna lilies and everything, right? It was beautiful, if I do say so myself. I had some palm trees in there. I had a little bit of everything, y'all. I had a few different breeds of banana, and oh my God, it was beautiful. And I got rid of all of that because I wanted to just plant food, and I just never got back there. My tropical circle is about to be this pond. So I bought these palms because I want them around the pond, and I want to watch them grow slow and take care of them. And I want to put bananas. Me and Lady Led already talked about this. I said, baby, I'm going to put my doggone canna lilies back around there because canna lilies love that wet water, right? That mud. They love it. Canna lilies, bananas, have banana trees growing around it, palm trees, and have all my exotic plants and edibles back again, but this time with an oasis right smack dab in the middle, a pond. So it's going to be for raising fish, but it doesn't have to, uh, it don't have to look horrible. And I'm, just in case y'all don't know, I'm just trying to find myself again is what I'm trying to do. So that's why it sounds like I'm kind of taking a couple steps back because I really am. Uh, on this YouTube, you can get caught up. You can help so many people so much that you forget about helping yourself. And that's pretty much where I am. You can do a lot for a lot of people and forget to make sure that you don't wither and die. And especially after this last past year, I was like, what the hell is going on? So I will tell you this, even in gardening, gardening can be messy, but you do need to make something in that garden beautiful. Even if it don't gotta be big. It don't gotta be a lot. But take one little doggone, I don't care if it's 2 feet by 2 feet, 4 feet by 4 feet, and make something beautiful. You might not think it's important. Because I didn't think that was important until I got rid of my tropical circle. When I got rid of my tropical circle, everything became business. I gotta grow food, I gotta grow food, I gotta grow food. And I kind of lost, you lose passion for gardening when you don't add the beauty in there somewhere. When if all you worrying about is getting food from the garden, you lose something. And you forget to admire the beauty of each fruit, right? Um, how beautiful a squash is, how beautiful strawberries are, how beautiful persimmons are, how beautiful, how miraculous bananas start growing. Um, you forget about that. You just worry about the food and the taste and how much you can harvest, but you forget about how beautiful the flowers are before the fruit come. And I will say this to you. Don't forget that part. Don't give up on that part, or you'll end up trying to find yourself years later. And that's where I am. I used to do long videos of just looking at peach blossoms. If y'all remember that. Before I show the fruit, I'm showing the peach blossoms. I'm showing the buds. I didn't even care about the fruit yet. And that's where I am. I'm back to that. Like, don't leave the beauty of all of this out, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Skip over the junk. See, if you just concentrate on this, you'll lose yourself. Right? Take that out of the picture and look up. look at the beauty of everything, right? And the progress. Neaten it up a little bit. So that's what I'm working on. And I thank my family for coming out here and helping me find that peace and that passion again. And we had a good time while we was doing it. Man, that's a lot. Uh, I got a lot of work to do, but piece by piece, step by step. Look, the pigs is in the pasture. Watch this. Pigs in the pasture. See if you can see them over there. They're over there having their way. See, this is what I love right here. That everything works. Everything is working. Everything ain't gonna always work, but doggone it, when it do, stop and appreciate it. Because y'all know stuff can go sour in a heartbeat. They're all out in the pasture now that the sun went down. Look. That's Shaky. Shaking, nope, that's Shake and Bobby Brown. Shake and Bobby Brown is right here. There go Piggy Smalls. See, I love this part. Big Bank Greasy Self is still in there. And I don't understand why Bake is just snorting around in the bathroom part of the apartment. I don't even understand that. But see all that stuff they pushes out? That's they poop. They push that out because they like, get this out of here. They pushes that out right into the garden. And I'm going to take that rake again and rake some more in here and fertilize it. Fertilize the garden. And I ain't going to have to do too much. You ain't going to put nothing in there. Nothing. And they doing everything for me. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to hold y'all up with my nonsense. I'm gonna go over here and water everything in the raised beds, and I guess I'm gonna call it a day. But I just wanted to come in here today and let y'all know, you know, we got this. We got it. I just hope y'all don't get cold feet when it's your turn, when you called. You're gonna have that opportunity to make a move. Somebody is gonna put an opportunity in your way and you gonna be scared to death. Go for it. What you got to lose? Somebody gonna say, yeah, you can get that land. 20,000. What? What's wrong with it? Cemetery's on the dead body, poltergeist. Nope. Nope. When it presents itself, you just better be ready. That's all I can say. Cause doggone it, it's gonna hit you. And you ain't gonna be ready. That's why I got all this mess. I wasn't ready for it. All right, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. The Father gonna bless you, right? See, that's the easy part. And I don't think enough of us talk about that. If you doing right by God, if you doing right by the Father, you will get those blessings. So if you're a good person and you doing good things and you treating mankind the way it's supposed to be treated, and you following the words of the laws of the Bible, and you doing what you're supposed to do, you gonna get the blessings. You know you gonna get the blessings because you know you're a good person. Ain't nobody got to tell you that. We all know that part. You're a good person, you're a good man, you're a good woman, you're doing good by God. You know the blessings is coming. But I'm going to take you a step farther. Are you ready for the blessings? That's the real question. See, that's a question that you don't ask yourself. You just know the blessings are coming, but you don't know if you are ready for the blessings. Do you hear me? That's a real thing. What'd you say, Chanel? The overflow? It's real. Are you ready for that? I promise you, you ain't ready. Listen to me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. You are not ready. You think you're ready. You ain't. You ain't ready for this. You're not ready because, see, you asked for land. You prayed for land. You gonna get that. But then you didn't know it came with a pond already. Then you didn't know it came with a tractor and a barn way back in the back somewhere already. Then you didn't know that it came with mineral rights and all of this other stuff already. You didn't know that lumberjacks was harvesting the lumber off the land and now they owe you $40,000 already. You didn't know. So you gotta hurry up. Now that all you thought you did was sign a deed and you bought some land. That's all you knew. You didn't know that the land had been thriving and making money before you even thought it existed. But are you ready to deal with that? Are you ready to handle it? Those blessings coming no matter what you do. Your job is to prepare and arm yourself and get ready to harness the blessings. That's the part that, man, you think all this stuff is just because I'm some kind of hoarder? This stuff is from blessings. I ask for something and it show up. So when you be like, ooh, I sure wish I had another, look, sure wish I had another cage for my chickens. I don't have one other cage. I got two more that I ain't even put together. Why not put together them chicken coops? I asked. The Father gave me. I wasn't ready for them blessings. I wasn't ready. I'm not going to lie to you. That when they start pouring, it's like this well. It's like this well. I bought the auger. Listen to me. I buys the auger. I starts digging. Were you ready to get 30 gallons? Were you ready for that? Were you ready to actually hit water? See, because if I was ready for the blessings, I would already had the pump ready, sitting there. I would have had the pipes. I would have had the glue. I would have had everything ready. No, 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 no. You wasn't ready. You asked God, I bought this auger. Lord, I sure would love to hit water. Would you, though? Would you? Because if you really want to hit water, I'm going to make you hit the water. I ain't going to give you a gallon per day. I'm going to give you a gallon per minute. What? Not in my wildest dreams. That's why I'm trying to make this so serious so the people don't understand. A gallon per minute. I just wanted to see wetness. I just wanted to be able to do like this on the pole, like, yep, it kind of feel a little moist. That's as far as I was thinking. But you get what I'm saying? I buy the auger. And I wasn't prepared when he, okay, I'm going to tell you. I know this gonna sound corny, but it's God's honest truth. It's God's honest truth. The day I grabbed that auger was way over there under that carport. That auger has been under that carport for a year or better. Ever since I had the RV right here. Just listen close, because this is God honest truth. I can't make this shit up. Lord, forgive me. I can't make this up. The auger just sitting over there rusting away under the carport. That day, I took a bunch of stuff under the carport to put it away. For no reason on the planet Earth, I grabbed that auger. I didn't grab the gas auger, because you know I got the gas one from Harbor Freight. I didn't grab that one. I grabbed the hand crank auger. When I grabbed that auger, I brought it all the way over here and set it on the side of the house, on this side with the barrels. Remember that? Right over there. Laid it up against the house. By the time I got to the side of the house, I said, what the hell I got this for? I laid it on the side of the house. And I walked away and finished doing everything I was doing all day. So I'm still cleaning up my yard, And then I got hot. I'm like, dang, I'm hot. I'm about to go in the house. So as I'm coming in the house, I sit here and park my wagon right here. I parked the wagon right here, and I seen the auger on the side of the house. I said, I'm going to go back here and mess around with this auger because I still got energy. I still want to work. It's shade in the back. It was really shady with a nice breeze, a nice sweet breeze, even though it's 90 degrees outside. What do? I go to just messing around, augering away like a little dummy, listening to Alexander O'Neal on the doggone. I'm not recording anything. Let me tell you something. Y'all know me by now. Do you think I wouldn't be recording such an epic event? Do you think I wouldn't have been live or recording that? That just goes to show you and to prove I had not prepared for no blessings whatsoever. I just started grinding in a spot that I picked out a while back for no reason. Now, this is the part that I can't make this up. Why did I get the auger? It's been under the awning for a year, over a year. Why did I grab it? I had no intentions on digging no well. I'm worried about the pond. Y'all been hearing about is the pond and the pond fund, the pond and the pond fund. Have you heard anything about the well and the well fund? Thank you for that Living Out Loud podcast. Hey, how you doing? Say tithing good ground pond fund. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. So do you understand what I'm saying? What put that in my head to pick that auger up when you ain't gonna do nothing with it and bring it to the place that you trying to clean up and add to the mess? Out of the blue, I start using it. You want to hear this is the part if you don't believe in miracles. If you don't believe in miracles, listen up. If you're looking for a real testimony, that's why I'm giving it to you, listen up. I have never dug a well a day in my freaking life. Never. Never, ever, never. This is my first auger, my first well. And listen, I'm going to tell you how many miracles happened all at once. I could only dig down 4 feet with that one piece of auger. I walked away and went live and came back and there was water. So listen close. Not only was this my first time digging a well, I hit water at only 4 feet deep. If you don't believe that that's a miracle, this is like a person that never played the lottery a day in their life, played the lottery on this one day, and they hit the whole jackpot by themselves and ain't got to share them billions of dollars with nobody. That's how this feel. And that's what you need to understand. This is the exact same thing, but instead of winning money, I won a building block of life. I won water. So if you think that's all by coincidence and anybody can do that, I double dog dare you to go on YouTube and look around at people digging wells and see how long it takes them to dig for water. Some people go down 20 feet, 30 feet, 60 feet. Some people keep on digging in holes all around their land, never hit nothing. Some people, we hit it at 100 feet. Some people got big old machines they done created and invented just so they can keep digging. My big head ass go out there goofing around and screw this thing down 4 feet. I hit water. I don't just hit water. I hit clear water. Do you understand me? I didn't hit mud. I hit clear water, son. I hit drinkable water. That video that my wife showed y'all, if you ain't seen it, go over to her channel, Lady Led 73, and she'll show you. Let me tell you something. That water was so pure and so ice cold. She telling me not to drink the doggone water. What do? She drinks it. Because you ain't seen nothing like this if you ain't never seen no well water. You ain't seen nothing like this. You ain't smelled nothing like this. Now, my wife is a very, very spiritual and rational person, okay? For her to trust that water like that, to the point she drank some of it. If you listen to the video, I'm telling her, didn't you just tell me to stop, don't drink that, and you drinking it? And that's what that water did. So if you don't believe in miracles, and if you don't believe that this can't happen to you, I just told you step by step. Something made me grab the auger from under the carport. Something made me sit it on the side of my shed. Something made me stop working for the day and go back here and play with the auger like a child in the playground. Something made me keep on digging till I get 4 feet deep. Something made me stop and walk away and then turn around. Something made me go live, and the very first time I saw water in that hole, you was there with me. I didn't know water was in that hole. God is my witness, I didn't. Because when I hit that 4 feet, wasn't nothing down there. As I walked away, that's where the leak, it must have sprung a leak. Because by the time I came back and seen y'all and brought y'all with me, that face that I made during that video was real. I did not let y'all see me because I had shedded a couple tears. I just kept pointing down at the hole, and that's why I kept saying, oh my God, because I didn't know what else to say. All I know is I was giving God the glory because it was him. That's why. Everybody say, oh, you blaspheming. That's not blaspheming. I'm giving the Father his glory. I'm giving him the love that I'm supposed to give him. Somebody telling me I'm blaspheming. Who am I supposed to say? Oh, Michael Jordan. Oh, thank you, Michael Jackson. That's our problem. We give all of our blessings credit to a man. I didn't say, oh, auger. Thank you, auger. Thank you, dirt. I gave all praises to the Most High, and somebody had a problem with that. Because they don't know the story that I just told you. Everything that happened that day was a miracle. I had no reason on the planet Earth to be going under the carport, messing around with no auger, and I got other work to do. There was no reason. I had not had that in my head. So what led me to that auger? What guided me to that? And what led me to bring it out and put it over here? What energy made that happen? It was only the Most High. And nobody ever, you know what I'm saying? They think this is just a video. What you saw on that video was a miracle. And you lucky that you was even able to see it because you don't know the backstory. And that's why I'm making such a big deal about the well. Every video I've put out so far been about the well because it's a miracle. You mean to tell me the first place you dug ever was full of water? Not just a little bit, sustaining water? Clear, crystal clear, fresh, natural spring water. And if you don't believe that's a blessing, you might want to unsubscribe from me. You may want to unsubscribe from me if you do not think that's a blessing from the Most High. Because it ain't have nothing to do with my skills, my technique, or nothing or any other man ever did for me. That didn't have nothing to do with it. I'm sorry for ranting, but I promise you, thank you so many. I didn't even see all this. Wait a minute. What we got? Thank you for this. I was caught up in a moment. Thank you, Mountain Living. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I appreciate that. Who else was this? Who else was this? Hold on. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you, Chanel Monroe. She said, thank you for being an example of what faith looks like. Thank you for that. Let me go back up here. Thank you, Mountain Living. Thank you. And Chanel, thank you, Living Out Loud podcast. See, I love when you double dog dare me to do a thing when you double dog dare me to do a thing. Look here. Thank y'all so much for that. Thank you for that, y'all. You know that's going right to the pond fund. I'm gonna need to thank you so much, everybody. I do this because this is why I even started showing y'all any of this stuff and why I came back showing you, because I want you to know it's possible. If you do your part, it is all possible. And let me show you something. Let me tell you something. And I mean this from my heart. Everything I drew has come to fruition, didn't it? Just the way I drew it on a piece of paper. Chicken coop, garden. I said my house gonna be over here. My farm gonna be over here. My workshop gonna be right here. Everything. The road is right here. The road is around there. Everything I drew on that piece of paper 2 years ago is sitting here right now, ain't it? Thank you, Shaggy, for the Pond Fund. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. I want y'all to remember that. I showed y'all that drawing 2 years ago. And everything that I said I was going to do, doggone it, I did it. Yeah, it took me 2 years, but I did it. And now what you going to stick around and see, you going to see me build a fence and fence off this whole side because this is my farm. You going to stick around and you going to see me knock down that haunted house and clear out that land. You going to see me knock down that gummy bear house back there, that old creepy rascal, and then you going to see me clear that out and make my pond bigger. You going to stick around and you going to see that pond be built, and you know what? And ultimately what you going to see? You going to see me finally build my wife her house over there. You can bank on that. And you gonna see me and my wife out here, living out here for good. Give my kids our house, let them lease that out or buy it, and me and her gonna be on these acres. I'm going to have my livestock. I'm going to have my pond. I'm going to have my well. And I'm going to have my wife her house that she want. And we're going to sit here until sun go down. It's possible if you get up and do it. It's possible. Everything that you think right now that you can't do or you don't know how to do, why you sitting there keep repeating, I don't know how to do that? Why you sitting there saying, I don't know how, I can't, I ain't got the money, I ain't got the funds, I ain't got the resources. Why you sitting there wasting time, keep repeating that to yourself? You ain't gonna get nothing done. Every day I say, man, I sure got a lot to do. Ask my wife. Ask my wife what I always say. Because she brought it to my attention to the point now I got to watch what I say. Because I be like, I come out, I look outside, and I say, ooh, man. She said, what's wrong with you? Man, I just got so much to do. Only say it once. And then get your butt up and go do it. Go do something. Go do something that's going to work towards your goal. Even if you do it for 5 or 10 minutes, go do something. Because if you don't make no effort and you don't put one foot forward, I don't care if you on low income, I don't care if you brokety broke, I don't care if you in the negative in your bank, you can start making anything happen if you stop doing things to fill that hole. You will sit there and get drunk because you know you can't do nothing else. So you spend the only little few money because you think $5 ain't enough to buy me no land. So you use that $5 to go get you some beer. You think $5 ain't enough to buy me no land. So I'm just going to go over here and get me some liquor. $20 ain't enough to go buy me no RV or no bug out camper. So I'm just going to buy me a nickel bag of funk. But you keep doing it over and over and over again. And by the end of the year, you just wasted and complained away about $5,000. You done gave this man liquor store $10, $20. You done gave the nickel full of funk man $20 a day or $20 a week to get high. You done mess around and bought enough single beers and a single cigarette and packs of cigarettes. By the end of the year, you done spent over $5,000 just putting a hole and trying to fill that empty hole or that void of things you can't complete. You don't even realize all of those little things that you think you using to fill those voids. That's the stuff that was supposed to help build you up till you got to that point. Everybody think, most people, they look at us and they think we started here. This ain't how you start. This ain't how we started. I started out just like people out there talking about some, oh, you think you good because you. I started out just like you. That's why I can say what I want to say. I've been busted, broke, busted. Busted. It's a difference. See, being broke means you paying Peter to pay Paul, robbing Peter to pay Paul. That means you got to wait till you get your check before you can buy some food. See, when you busted, that means you running from folks. You running from pink slips. You running from notices on your door. You running from the man about to repo your car. You running. When you busted, you scared to look at anybody. You scared that anybody talk to you because you think that's the man about to say, hey, I'm the tow truck driver. Come to pick that up. When you busted, you be hiding your car in other people's garage so the tow truck man don't come snatch it. The repo man. That's busted. Do you understand? It's a difference between being broke and being busted. I was busted. I ain't no different than nobody else. I've been to all levels of this game. But the thing is, do I want to stay here? No. Right, you stop answering the phone. Somebody is, Can you please give us a call for emergency? That we need to talk to you and speak to you about this situation. Yeah, you owe somebody some money. That's what they're telling you about. You done messed around and got your fingers all crumbled up because you scared to go to the hospital because you know you ain't got no medical insurance and you know you still owe them $5,000. So now you always look like a black tarantula hand because because you scared to go to the hospital. You done broke your hand and now you gonna look like you could throw a fastball all the time. You know you done your hand is broken, gonna heal back just like this, and it look like all you could throw is a knuckleball in baseball. Cause you scared to go to the hospital. I've been there. I've been there. And the only thing that's stopping you, no, the only thing that's keeping you there is you. And the first thing people say is, how is they doing better and I'm doing this bad? How come they always get such and such and I'm still here? Because one thing you don't know, yeah, y'all might be living in the same projects, living in the same hood, y'all might be still on the same level, but you don't know what that sucker doing at night. You don't know. Look, while your ass is sitting there getting high and drinking, you don't know he in the house studying for this exam. So he can get a bonus at work. Or he can get a damn promotion. See, while you bullshitting, now both of y'all bullshitting together out in the streets. But he like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and turn in. All right, dog, I'm gonna be out here with the crew. Okay. The reason why he going in the house so he can study, so he can get that promotion. He want to level up at the job so he can get that bonus. Next thing you know, he leave your ass right there in the ghetto. He leave you right there in the hood, and then you gonna start pointing your finger like, man, he think he too good. He all da 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 da. But you don't even know. You don't gotta stay here. You don't gotta stay here. It's easy to hang out in the street. It is. It's hard to tell your friends no, and it's hard to go in the house, and it's hard to go study for a damn test when you hear them out there cackling and kiki and ha ha, and then the girl with the big booty done came around the corner and she looking for you. You hear her calling your name. Where your friend at? He's so fine. And you up there like, oh, tempting. But stay your butt in the house, finish practicing for that test so you can level up. You'll get the girl. And matter of fact, if you was out there when she came through, you probably gonna mess around and get a little something. You gonna knock her up and turn around and have about 4 or 5 kids by her, end up in prison because you ain't paid child support because your job ain't paying enough. You did right by staying in the house. I've been busted, man. If you ain't never had to park your vehicle in somebody else's garage because you scared of the repo man, you ain't been busted. If you ever had to park your vehicle on a whole nother block or in a whole nother neighborhood, you rather your vehicle get stolen by some thugs than the repo man get you. Because you can't hear no thugs steal your car, but them big orange bright lights, that's scarier than any gangsters I know. Them orange lights to come pick your car up, repo your junk, that's scarier than some homies coming to get your car. I'd rather come to the spot and see some glass on the ground where my car used to be like, damn, they got me. Then, you know, you come there and you don't see nothing. That's the repo man. I just wanted to say that to y'all. You got this. I ain't no different than you. Y'all ain't no different. Everybody can do this if they stop, leave this system alone. The queen says also who you choose as your partner makes a big difference too. That's true. That's true. TLC said when you mail the gas bill to the light company and the light bill to the gas company to buy yourself some time, right? I'm telling you, we all been there. We all been there. And TLC just gave a bunch of people some game. They're like, what? You can do that? Probably not no more. What a beautiful day. So I'm going to be releasing that video. So please check it out. Go check that video out about me measuring this well. It ain't no, unless you just heard this story and this testimony from me, it ain't going to mean nothing to you. The reason why I'm on this well like I am is because it's miraculous to me. To me, it is a gift straight from the Father himself because nothing else makes sense. Out of all the stuff I need to do, why am I bothering with that? Nothing else makes any sense. Okay? I'm going to leave y'all with that. Leah Farmer 73. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful Thursday night. Enjoy yourself. Okay? And I think I'm going to just go in here. I feel so good, I don't even know what to do. This is the time I want my wife sitting right here. Like, beautiful, man. No noise, no sounds, no garbage, no people, no disturbances, no nothing. Nothing but blessings on blessings on blessings. Nothing. Just me and my animals. And I let them out free range every day, man. Please, man. I ain't even been feeding my chickens like that because I let them out in free range. I've been giving them grain. They don't even want it. All I can see, I know if you saw it with your eyes, you see a bunch of junk, right? If you seen it with your eyes, you see junk. All I see is a big clear field, which would be my front yard. And then I see my farm garden from this shed all the way over to that tree line. Look here. From this shed all the way over to that tree line to be my garden. And how did I till that garden? Oh, only with one of my brand new tractor. That's how. Mm. See, everybody else they see the mess. But I see the message. Everybody stop and get hung up on the mess. And they never get through to the message. Because the mess is exciting. The mess keep you distracted. Right now in politics, look at the mess. It's just mess. But you ain't seeing the message. You know what the message is? We have to unite. We have to stand together and we have to make a stand against tyranny. We have to stay together. We have to stop being angry at one another for dumb shit. We have to come together or they will win. See that? We so caught up on the mess in the news every day and the craziness and the clown show and the circus. We caught up in the mess and it keeps us distracted. And the message is actually, you should be coming together or this will destroy you. With that being said, hey, yo, everybody enjoy your day, please. All right? Lead Farmer 73. Oh, how did I forget? I'm getting about anywhere from 15 to 20 eggs a day. Everybody out there still paying dumbass prices for eggs. I ain't even collected no eggs today. Cause my refrigerator full of eggs. Lady Lead just take 36 eggs home. I said, look, take 2 of these egg cartons worth of these eggs to the house. That just let me know I'm on the right track. People out here bitching and moaning and fussing about the prices of eggs and bologna. And I got a whole stock full of meat, garden full of food, eggs. Don't mess around, let me mess around and get no goat running around here talking about some. I got bacon and eggs. Let me stop. You know I'm tripping now. Y'all, miracles do happen. But you gotta let them happen. And you better be ready for the blessing. That's that ranch dressing blessing. You hear me? You ever opened up, you about to eat a salad and you poured too much ranch dressing on there? Till you like, oh man, I need something. Give me some napkins. Oh my God. You ever done that? Pour too much ranch dressing on your salad? Boy, that's what this is. Ranch dressing blessings. Thousand Island dressing blessings. Oh my, just give me some more salad. Hurry up. Give me some more salad. Oh, wipe this up off the table. Oh, it's just still coming out the tube. Ranch dressing blessings. Whole cap done popped off. All right, y'all. Layer Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out. All right. Peace. It was nice hanging with y'all. Thank you for the pond fun, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate you.